Hey guys, it's Jason and Ian at Hard Money Bankers. Today we are going to talk about the importance of being honest with yourself when you get into any real estate investment transactions. Now, there's two key things that some people take a little bit too emotional, and you really need to be true to yourself so you can understand these things. And it's underestimating construction costs and overanalyzing and thinking a property is worth significantly more than it really is. Obviously everyone thinks that construction costs are going to be less and, you're going to sell it for more and you're going to make all this margin here. And I hope that does happen. But, after doing lots and lots of deals and reality stricken in on the lending side and the buying side is construction is hard. And you really, really need to get several bids from contractors and you really need to hone in on those numbers and maybe even ask other investors, maybe ask real estate agents, ask some other experts. Whatever the case is, you need to make sure you know exactly what your construction costs are. And a little quote that I've always kind of said in the past is if you go over your construction budget by $10,000, that's like you paying $10,000 more for that property. And if you had to buy that property in the beginning for $10,000 more, you probably wouldn't have bought it to begin with. So make sure when you're analyzing your construction numbers, they are always, always, always in on budget because it is unacceptable to go over construction.
Yeah, so obviously construction is a huge factor. And the other factor that I see or tend to see with a lot of clients is the running the comps or the evaluation, which you touched on earlier. I see this very frequently where people are assuming they're always going to get the top end of the market, right? So they're looking at these comps and they're saying, I know I can push 290, 300, and if I do this and this, I might even get 310. Even though there's no comp for 310, they think they're going to be the ones to get 310 because they did something special in the market. The best borrowers and the people that I know that have been in this game the longest come to me. This is the best thing way you could look at this. You have your range of comps, and you're going to have top end, and sure, you might get that number. In a strong market, you will. You're also going to have a bottom end number that you're going to look at and say, worst case scenario, if the market takes a little blip, here's where I'm going to be. My guys that base their numbers off the low end comp, and they say, I'm going to base my numbers off this, back it out, and it all still works, are the guys that tend to make the most money. Because what happens is they know, and they'll say it to me, they'll say, if I'm wrong, I need to make sure that I'm wrong on the right side of this. But if I'm more right, he goes, I might stand to make more money. Like if I had a $300,000 comp at my high end, but I said, you know what, I've got to base this thing on 270. Sure, I'll list it for 300 initially. And if I make an extra 30 grand, fantastic. But I'm not going to lose extra money. I'm not going to put it out at 300, basing my numbers on 300 and get 270 and lose 30 grand. Smart investors don't lose money. The first thing they do is they don't lose money. The second thing they do is make money. And that's how they're thinking. So they're being very honest with themselves. And if it's not a deal, it's not a deal. They move on. They go find another one because there's plenty of deals out there. So being honest with yourself will protect your money first and foremost. And then secondly, will make you more money. So it's really important to look at that. Don't get emotionally attached and locked on to what you think is a deal. If it does not work, move on and go to the next one. If you like us, be sure to visit us on hardmoneybankers.com or Facebook is Hard Money Bankers or Hard Money Bankers PA. Thank you.